What's up, guys, and welcome to a new live stream. And this will be my final live stream before Christmas. And then, of course, I will be back on Boxing Day. I should be live streaming Chelsea taking on Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa at Villa Park. They play each other on Boxing Day. But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, this one is a bit different for my reaction videos because of the fact that last week there was only 4 matches. Well, for the last round 18. So I thought it'd be convenient to put round 17 and round 18 together. And I am going to well, not live. I am live stream, but I'm going to react to 11 games. 7 from round 17 and the 4 that's just been on round 18 before we headed to Boxing Day this weekend. Of course, tonight Chelsea are playing Brentford away in the Carabao Cup. So hopefully, touch wood, Chelsea will go through. It's also the Carabao Cup semi-finals draw tonight, so I will probably have a look at that in the meantime as well. But I knew I needed to do these Premier League reaction tonight because this Match of the Day episode would have expired otherwise. And obviously, everything's been busy and tits up recently because I've been having to self-isolate because I ended up getting coronavirus. But the good news is, from what the last few hours, is that the country have announced that people can return home on Christmas Eve. And that is exactly what I'm going to be doing because I genuinely, obviously, I want to be with my family for Christmas. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So on that note, I will be leaving Southampton on Thursday morning to go back to the West Midlands to see my family. So yeah, that should all be good. The other thing I was going to point out and say was that even though the country have eased from 10 days to 7 days for this Christmas period, as I started self-isolating on Friday, even though I didn't show any symptoms. The symptoms I showed were around the 11th and 12th when I came back from the NEC in Birmingham because I was feeling like shit when I got back. But I was well again on the 13th, and hence why I didn't do a test. Anyway, I did the test on Friday, of course, and it told me I was positive, so that's why I've been self-isolating, obviously. But yeah, that should be good. That is good news. The other thing I was going to say was that yeah, pretty much. Oh, hang on. If I can just get this up a second. Oh, bloody hell! BBC Sports taking ages to load up. Come on, hurry up. Sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, no, basically, the other thing I was going to say was that, yeah, this is my last video before Christmas Day. So I do wish you all a very happy Christmas and a happy New Year. Of course, I will be back on Boxing Day on the 26th to hopefully do a live stream. But yeah, no, basically, I'll keep an eye out on the Carabao Cup scores while I'm doing this Premier League reaction. But yeah, I knew I needed to do it tonight because one of the Match of the Day episodes was expiring. So yeah, I'm also with everything going on with my world at the moment. Yeah, I knew I needed to do this tonight. So yeah, let's hit the play button. Yeah, it's different because I'm doing 11. I'm reacting to 11 games, 7 from round 17 and 4 from round 18, because so many games have been postponed due to the coronavirus, obviously. So this should be good to watch. Well, maybe unless you're a Chelsea fan like me, because I've watched both of the Chelsea games already, and Chelsea were awful in both of them. First off, Everton at Stamford Bridge, and then at Wolves at Molineux. So that's not going to be it. That's going to be very interesting to watch. And then, but everyone else, I still need to properly see. I know Man City thrashed Leeds 7-0. So yeah, no, this should be interesting to watch. Here we go. No, we're starting with Arsenal against West Ham. Most Premier League games managed. David Moyes is now 4th of all time, behind Arsene Wenger, Alex Ferguson, and Harry Redknapp going into this match here at the Emirates. So let's look at the lineups. I did see part of this at the pub when my mate Jordan Gregson was wanting to watch his team, Southampton, of course. It's North London versus East London at the Emirates. Let's look at Arsenal's lineup then. Arsenal's lineup was Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Tierney, Gabriel, Ben White, Partey, Xhaka, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Lacazette. Smith Rowe's on the bench, as is Tavares. Now that is a rotation, Bulls rotation effort there from Arteta. West Ham, Fabianski, Sofal, Masuaku, Diop, Dawson, Souček, Rice, Fornals, Bowen, Lanzini, and Antonio. Benrahma once again on the bench. So, this is going to be interesting to look at. It's a tribute to Ray Kennedy, the Liverpool legend. He played for Arsenal as well. Right, Arsenal's throw as Dawson surrounds Lacazette. Tierney's down already. Anthony Taylor's the referee. Oh, we got a fight already between Arsenal and West Ham. As Declan Rice argues with Lacazette. And it is a yellow card for Sofal. Let's have a look at this. It was Tierney that had the ball. That's never a red card. Yeah, no, I agree. Yellow, that's no way a red. How is that red? That's too soft to be a red, and Tierney is overreacting. Antonio, brought down by Partey, but West Ham keep the ball. Here's Bowen, and now Souček. Now West Ham are going to get a free kick. Lacazette complains to the linesman. Oh, what the fuck? Let's look at that again. That looked like a dive from Souček. I could be wrong, though, because he might have been brought down before. It was from Lacazette beforehand. Hang on, I need to look at that one more time. Because this looks debatable. That's nothing. That's nothing. I agree with Lacazette. I think that's absolutely nothing. Corner to West Ham, though. No, free kick to West Ham, sorry, regardless. Ramsdale looks to prepare. Fornals. Oh, that was close. Just wide from Pablo Fornals. Here's Lanzini now for West Ham. Lacazette goes down for Arsenal, but Arsenal win the ball back. Lacazette's taking on Masuaku. Here's Saka. Odegaard, Saka, Xhaka. Blocked, but Tierney has a go. Oh, and he hits the post. I remember seeing that at the pub while I was watching Crystal Palace Southampton with my course mates. That was a brilliant effort by Kieran Tierney. And that's why he needs to be in the side. He's such a good player. It's so hard, that left-back competition now, between him and Nuno Tavares. Although Tierney can play centre-back as well. That's some effort. But Fabianski did get a ball to it, to be fair. A touch to it, I mean. Nearly end of the first half. Here's Saka. On that right-hand side, taking on Masuaku. Lacazette. Martinelli tries to follow it up because Fabianski did originally save it, but then spilled it. Martinelli looked to follow it up to give Arsenal the lead, but it's just wide from the Brazilian. It was Lacazette who originally had the shot. He did used to be at Arsenal as well, Fabianski. Then he went to Swansea. Second half is Gabriel. Lacazette. Martinelli. He's got past. Martinelli's got past Sofal. And that is a beautiful finish. 1-0 Arsenal as the flags wave. A brilliant finish by Gabriel Martinelli, who's taken Aubameyang's spot in the starting lineup. That is a wonderful finish. Bottom right corner. An ecstatic Arteta. And Arsenal take the lead in this London derby. Gabriel, Partey, Tomiyasu. Now Saka, who's outrun Masuaku. Rice is in front of him, but he passes to Odegaard on the left. Now Xhaka, he's known for his screamers, but it's blocked by Dawson. And then Lacazette wins it off Sofal, but it goes straight to Fabianski. Referee says play on. Anthony Taylor says play on as Fornals went down. Here's Bowen with a chance. Ramsdale with the important save. Smith Rowe's on for Odegaard. Odegaard gets taken off. Here's Martinelli. Lacazette brought down. And it is a penalty to Arsenal. Declan Rice is fuming. And he's going to be off. Yeah, second yellow, he's off. Vladimir Sofal is sent off and West Ham are down to 10 men. Oh, he did get the ball slightly, to be fair. I agree with the penalty, but I don't agree with Sofal getting a booking for that. He shouldn't have been sent off, in my opinion, but that is definitely a penalty to Arsenal. Lacazette's going to take it against Fabianski, and Fabianski saves it. Then Saka comes back. Arsenal couldn't quite find the follow-up they were hoping for. Brilliant save by Fabianski to deny Lacazette to double Arsenal's lead. Tomiyasu as Benrahma makes way for Lanzini. Lanzini makes way for Benrahma. Here's Tierney. Martinelli. And just wide from Saka. Another opportunity to for Arsenal to double their lead. Here's Rice. Arsenal complain for a handball there, but Anthony Taylor says play on here, and West Ham do play on. Declan Rice, now Benrahma, dispossessed by Tomiyasu. No, he's not quite. No, yes, he is now, because here's Saka. Smith Rowe's just in front of him, as is Lacazette. He passes to Smith Rowe on his right. Lacazette's on Smith Rowe's left. Smith Rowe goes for the shot, and that's a wonderful shot to double Arsenal's lead. Emile Smith Rowe comes on from the bench. And it is 2-0 to Arsenal. It was a tussle between Benrahma and Tomiyasu that wins the ball for Bukayo Saka. And then Emile Smith Rowe could have passed to Lacazette, but he goes on his own. Fabianski just stands there. The cannon flags wave as Arsenal double their lead, and this should surely be Arsenal's 9th win of the season. And it is Arsenal's 9th win of the season. A brilliant performance by Mikel Arteta's side. An underperforming performance from David Moyes' team, who have looked so good so far this season. But Arsenal take the points in North London. Martinelli and Ramsdale got yellow cards for Arsenal, while Sofal, of course, got the yellow card for West Ham and then got sent off. Let's hear David Moyes once more then. Hold on a second. More disappointed with how we performed because I think we can play much better. So that's probably the biggest frustration, more than any decisions or anything else that went on. We have to play better than we did do because even with 10 men, we were staying in it. We were always giving ourselves a chance to get something out of the game. I actually think Vladimir gave the referee a decision to make. I thought it was quite an easy tackle to poke the ball away and get to the ball and knock it out, or have a really good block to the ball. I think because he only connects with the top part of the ball, which means his foot continues on, I think that's what's given Anthony Taylor a decision to make. Tell us about your goal. It came at a very important time in the game. We trained it in the week. When like I come to receive the ball, I go in behind and it worked. And yeah, I'm so happy with the goal. Thank you, Laka, for the assist. Great stuff. Great performance by Martinelli. As for the rest of the stats, it was 56% possession to West Ham's 44. That's Arsenal getting the 56 possession, of course. 21 shots to West Ham's 7. 8 shots on target to West Ham's 1, and 5 corners to West Ham's 2. Yeah, a terrific performance by Arteta's side. An important 3 points that is for Arsenal. The younger players and make those the challenge. They did. He's getting used to dealing with problems and he's just given himself a whole lot more in a really good way. He's got these terrific young players, who are now pushing for places, competing with each other, playing with energy and freedom. Oh, you cunts! Getting Arsenal going down that right-hand side. Yes, West Ham had 3 of their regular back four missing, but you still got to beat this well-organised defence. Saka was the one making it happen. Martinelli there, always sniffing out a goal, just unlucky last few minutes of the first half. But then early in the second half, running off the ball, look at the pace. He missed his pace in that central area, but still he's utilised his pace brilliantly there. I watched this with a bit of confidence through the legs. I think just grew in stature as the game went on. It was terrific to watch. I enjoyed it as well. They're very good to watch. Loads of energy, and look at this as well. Going forward, all the skills are not made. But this is when you need the young players to realise you've got to do 2 parts of the job. End of the game, working hard, head up, trying to pick a pass. Saka them looking there, getting in the box, getting deflection. But they did it all game, and they ended up doubling up on Saka because he was doing so well. The energy of Smith Rowe came on late on. Patience. He's got options. And he's confident. Let me take the shot on. Let me get myself on the score sheet and say to the manager, I don't want to be on the bench, I want to start. They're undefeated at home in 8 games. It's away from home Arsenal about the problems, and that's evident. I must say, David Moyes' analysis of his team is refreshingly honest. Because he normally said it always mind about decisions and everything else. Let's have a look at the super thing, because obviously it culminated in the second yellow, therefore a red. Here's the first yellow. Yeah, I'm not sure. Listen, I've seen this happen so many times. The player goes by you, put your arm across the chest. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Tierney played a huge part in getting Sofal sent off in that match. He should have never got sent off, in my opinion, so far. He's gone. He is gone. He will be leaving, I reckon, in January, Aubameyang. Which will be a shame for Arsenal fans, but I think they might have had enough of him anyway. So, yeah. Right. On to Crystal Palace, Southampton. Right, Palace, Southampton. Palace, Butland, Ward, Mitchell, Gay, Tompkins, Hughes, Koyate, Gallagher, Ayew, Zaha and Edouard. Southampton, Willie Caballero, Livramento, Walker-Peters, Salisu, Lianco, Romeo, Ward-Prowse, Smallbone, Redmond, Teller and Brozier. This match I did see because I was at the pub with my course mates. Here is Edouard. Now Zaha. Taking on the ankle. That's a wonderful finish by Wilfried Zaha. Once more, Palace's third goal in the opening 2 minutes of a Premier League game in 2021. And the Eagles take the lead against the Saints. Brilliant finish by Zaha. And yeah, no clean sheet for Willie Caballero tonight. His Southampton debut after his move from Chelsea. Here's Edouard. Palace on the attack once more. Here's Jordan Ayew. He is surrounded by Lianco and then by Kyle Walker-Peters. It's going to be Gallagher's free kick for Palace. Could have been 2, but Southampton clear it. Hassan Utul can't believe the performance from Southampton so far. Caballero did save at that time. Here is Koyate, who's been dispossessed. He's given it away. Brozier and Smallbone's shot is way off target as Southampton looked for an equaliser. Tompkins. Tyrick Mitchell to Zaha. And Edouard looked for a second for Palace and it went just wide. Teller. Brozier goes down. Will Hughes fumes, and Southampton get a free kick. Yeah, that's a free kick. It's that man again with the free kicks. James Ward-Prowse. Can he deliver again? The answer is yes. What a free kick. Top left. Cool as you like from James Ward-Prowse. His 11th Premier League goal from a direct free kick. I remember watching this live. It was superb. I mean, Butland did get a hand to it, but that's another amazing free kick by James Ward-Prowse. Southampton level here at Selhurst Park. Gallagher, who gives the ball away. Not like Gallagher this season. Oh, and it's 2-1. Brozier steals the lead for Southampton. His 4th goal in 6 Premier League starts for his club. Southampton steal the lead away from Crystal Palace. What a strike from Brozier. Patrick Vieira cannot believe it. Second half is now underway. Here is Gallagher. Will Hughes. Romeo. Koyate. Scrappy from both teams as Palace look for an equaliser, but this time Caballero denies Edouard. Benteke's on for Koyate as Palace press for this equaliser. Zaha. Edouard. Is Edouard. And then the follow-up from Jordan Ayew. Palace do get their equaliser. Ayew's first goal in 43 Premier League matches. And the hosts get a point back at least as James Ward-Prowse protests to the referee. There's nothing wrong with that goal, in my opinion. Brilliant from Jordan Ayew to follow that up from Edouard's original shot, which was blocked originally by Livramento, then by Caballero. But no one could beat Jordan Ayew to that ball at the end to level it up for Palace. Zaha fouls Livramento. Free kick for Southampton. And Shane Long and Gineppo come on for Brozier and Smallbone. Here's a free kick for Ward-Prowse again. The header from Shane Long goes straight to Willie Caballero. No, sorry, to Jack Butland. Elise and Anderson come on for Ayew and Tompkins. And Caballero denies Palace once more. Walcott comes on for Teller. And here is Tyrick Mitchell finding Gallagher. And then that shot is well over from Joel Ward. And Joel Ward did the cross in the first place to start with. Ward-Prowse. Can Southampton get a winner? Here's Romeo. Oh, and it's just over. Just over from the Spaniards in a thrilling contest in South London. Palace 2, Southampton 2. So Ward-Prowse must have tuned into Match of the Day to watch that. Anyway, the stats. Palace had 60% to Southampton's 40. 9 shots for Palace to Southampton's 15, but 6 shots on target for Palace to Southampton's 4, and then 4 corners for Palace to Southampton's 6. As for the bookings, Tompkins and Gay were booked for Palace, while Cavallero, Livramento, Lianco, and Salisu were all booked for Southampton. Funny enough, all of the players booked in that match all came from defence. Wonder if that'll be in goal of the month. I thought it was a very even Stevens game. Deserved, fully deserved for Emma Raducanu. Match of the day tomorrow night, Chelsea and Liverpool, both in action, BBC One, 11:35. The Footballers Football Podcast featuring Callum Wilson and Carl Antonio is available now on BBC Sound. And live football on Sunday, Chelsea versus West Ham in the WSL BBC Two. Brighton Wolves is next. Right. Brighton Wolves at the Amex is next. So, the teams. Brighton. Robert Sanchez. Lamptey, Cucurella, Veltman, Byrne. Bissouma, Mwepu, Moda. March, Trossard, Connolly. No Mope. Wolves. Jose Sarr. Kilman, Cody, Seiss. Semedo, Marcel, Martinho, Neves. Pedence, Huang, and Trincao. Jimenez wasn't there for this game. I apologise. Hang on. Let me just say that again. I just want to hear something a second. Ridiculous. So he's just out for the one game and he came back for the Chelsea game. He should have never been sent off against City anyway, because it wasn't even a foul. Lamptey. Huang's still down. Oh my God. I mean, I see Lamptey was trying to win the ball. There is Adama Traore. Bissouma. Yeah, Traore has come on for Huang after that. That's why he didn't play in the Chelsea game. Solly March had a go for Brighton, but it was just wide. I'm getting another layer on, so I'm getting involved. It was looking good for Brighton as well, but it's just wide. Wolves win it back. Here's Martinho. Now Marcel. Traore. Neves. Neves has a shot and it goes straight to Robert Sanchez. Best chance of the game so far for Wolves. Trossard. No, he's been dispossessed by Martinho. And here's Pedence. Traore's on his right. And it is a free kick to Wolves right outside the penalty area after that challenge by Tariq Lamptey. Pedence's free kick, and it hits the Brighton wall immediately. Graham Potter looks so frustrated. Wolves' corner, though, to try and find Seiss, but not quite. But Neves now has the ball. But Neves does find Seiss, and Seiss finishes it off in the bottom left corner. And Wolves take the lead here in East Sussex. Defender Seiss' 5th Premier League goal since the start of last season. Wolves take the lead. The away side take the lead here on the South Coast. Right on the cusp of half-time. A beautiful ball by Ruben Neves to find Roman Seiss. Brighton 0, Wolves 1, just before half-time. It is a free kick to Brighton because Mwepu's been caught. Oh! Trincao tries to find Podence, but Brighton win the ball back. Here's Basuma. Wolves win it back. Here's Podence. Wolves had a go, but the cross hits the bar. It does hit the bar. Kilman's header as Kilman finds Seiss. Here's Traore. Cucurela's chasing him. Trincao and Podence in support, and it's just wide by Podence. Saved by Robert Sanchez. Corner Wolves. Trincao. Now Neves. Oh! Wolves strike the post again. Podence. But Podence's cross goes straight to Robert Sanchez. Here's Basuma. Solly march for Brighton. Headed away by the Wolves defence. And now here is Adama Traore. And the guy that was meant to be chasing for Brighton then slips. And here's Podence. Another golden opportunity for Wolves that goes straight to the Brighton keeper. The Seagulls keeper, Robert Sanchez. Lamptey. And now he's been fouled. Free kick to the Seagulls. As Veltman pushes Marçal away. McAllister comes on for Connolly. Brighton's free kick. Oh, and it's just over. And Wolves hold on to the win. That is an important win for Wolves. It was a brilliant goal by Roman Seiss. That makes up for the defeat against Manchester City. And it does end Brighton 0, Wolves 1. A very good win, I thought, for Wolves. Well, hard fought as well. So, the stats. Brighton had 59% possession to Wolves' 41, 12 shots to Wolves' 8, 2 shots on target to Wolves' 5, and 7 corners to Wolves' 4. Sorry, I had a bit of a belch. Dan Burn, Basuma. In fact, they were the only 2 yellow cards, were Dan Burn and Yves Basuma. None of the Wolves players got booked. So, yeah, fair play. It's a fair play to Wolves for that. Honestly, that assist from Neves was insane to let for Saiss to score that. Like I said, it was a hard-fought win by Wolves. Now we're about to watch the drumming. Man City 7, Leeds 0. Ederson, Diaz, Laporte, Zinchenko, Stones. What's Stones doing at right back? Rodri, Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Grealish. And then Foden up front. Leeds, Meslier, Shackleton, Firpo, Llorente, Ayling. Dallas, Forshaw. Tyler Roberts, Harrison, Rafinha. And Daniel James up front for Leeds. Man City against there. That was very poor from Leeds. Here's Foden. De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva just wide. Could have easily been 1-0 already. Well, here we are then. The joint biggest win of the season so far. The other being Chelsea 7, Norwich 0. But right now, while we watch Rodri try and get the first, who doesn't quite. Foden does, though, on the other hand. And Manchester City take the lead with only 8 minutes gone. And it's their 500th Premier League goal under Pep. Rodri's burst was amazing to get there. Yeah, it is as well. Foden gives City the lead, but yeah, no, the way City have been performing recently, I honestly think they will be the league champions, no problem, this season. Recently, they have been played so much better than Chelsea and better than Liverpool as well. But to be honest, both teams have played better than Chelsea so far. As City take the corner, here's Bernardo Silva, and there's Mahrez. Whips it in, 2-0. It's Grealish. Jack Grealish scores for Man City, his first headed goal in the Premier League. And with 13 minutes in, Manchester City double their lead. Easy for Grealish, a moment to forget for Meslier because he did have a touch to that as well. Here's Diaz, now half an hour gone in this game. Rodri, De Bruyne. Oh, that's just clinical as you like from Kevin De Bruyne. Assisted by Rodri. And Bielsa just looks absolutely shaken. Half an hour and Leeds are 3-0 down. Clinical as you like from the Belgian attacking midfielder. Click comes on for Shackleton for Leeds, meanwhile. But here's Bernardo Silva, who's still dazzling with the ball for City. Now De Bruyne. Foden. Foden, just wide. Could have easily been 4. They are absolutely destroying this game, Manchester City. Gundogan comes on for Bernardo Silva, meanwhile, while Gelhardt comes on for Daniel James. Here's Grealish. And now Gundogan. Mahrez. 4. That is shocking defending from Leeds. Manchester City, as Mahrez's goal comes on his 100th Premier League act for City, Manchester City are tearing Leeds to shreds. This is proving to be a disaster class for Marcelo Bielsa's team. Rodri, Zinchenko, Mahrez taking on Firpo and Jack Harrison. Gundogan's kick, only just wide. But that cross from Mahrez was unreal. Here's Tyler Roberts for Leeds. Firpo. Jack Harrison looks to whip it in for Tyler Roberts. Leeds look for a consolidation goal as Dallas has a shot as well that goes just wide. Probably the best I've seen Leeds all game so far. And they do hit the post as well. Now Fernandinho comes on for Rodri. Click. Firpo. Now Jack Harrison taking on Stones. And Gundogan. Just wide. And even Ederson couldn't get to the ball either. Here's Mahrez, who does give it away to Rafinha. But Grealish wins it off Rafinha. And now here's De Bruyne. Mahrez, can he make up for his error? He can by providing Foden. And the flag's up, never mind. But it could have been 5. Gundogan. De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Oh my God, that's a rocket. A rocket from Kevin De Bruyne to make it 5. His 20th Premier League goal for Manchester City from outside the box. That is surely another goal of the month contender for December. And City fans are loving every minute of this game. Rockets it in, 5-0 to the Manx side. Ake comes on from for Diaz. De Bruyne, Foden, Mahrez, close. Could have, if De Bruyne scored that, he would have got his hat trick. But for me, this has been De Bruyne's best performance of the season so far, by far. Because he's had a slow start to this season, KDB. He hasn't been the level of Bernardo Silva or Emil Smith-Rowe as examples. Foden goes down, free kick Man City. And now Leeds make way for drama to come on for Firpo. De Bruyne, no, De Bruyne's not taking it. Mahrez is taking it. Ake nearly had the header, but Gundogan beats Click to the ball. Zinchenko, Fernandinho, not quite. Stones, Laporte, Stones misses. Stones then has a go again, and he makes it 6. I have no words to say for this game other than that Leeds are absolutely terrible in this performance. This has been an absolute hammering for for Leeds United by Manchester City. Probably the worst game of Melié's career in the Premier League at Leeds. To be fair to the Leeds fans, they are still wooing their team. Strong tackle by Fernandinho. Grealish is on his left. De Bruyne's not in the box, but De Bruyne will want his hat-trick. Here's Gundogan. No, wide. It is a corner, though, for Pep Guardiola's citizens. Here's Foden's corner. Where is De Bruyne? Because he could get a hat-trick. No, he doesn't. It's Nathan Ake who scores for Manchester City to make it 7-0 to the citizens against Marcelo Bielsa's Whites. A thumping performance from Pep Guardiola's side to assure that they are going top of the league and staying top of the league. Assuring their authority in the most hammering way possible. Man City 7, Leeds 0. His best performance of the season by a mile, in my opinion, De Bruyne. So here's the stats that we've been waiting for. 64% possession to Leeds is 36. Fair enough. 31 shots to Manchester City to Leeds is 6. 15 shots on target to Leeds is 3. And 6 corners to Leeds is 2. Did anyone get on the book? Ruben Diaz did for Man City, and Junior Firpo did for Leeds. In what was a hammering, and just hammering of a performance from Pep Guardiola's side. Top of the league for a reason. Why? Because they have been outstanding.
He's had that wonderful trio in the middle of the pitch, Gundogan, Rodri, and Bernardo Silva, and then De Bruyne gets fit, and he's thinking, where do I play him? And then you've got the others around him. When these players with such football intelligence all play together, no matter who you support, it's an absolute pleasure to watch. And De Bruyne's game intelligence is all leads back to well, yes. Leeds, I think, put it all in Chelsea and we're a bit leggy in this game, come up against a terrific side. That's a brilliant finish. And when he gets in these positions on the pitch, he's got that wonderful awareness. He sees all the pictures, and also he's got players around him like Foden who have a similar intelligence. It must be so glad to play against him. Listen, the beauty of watching the City is when the player on the board has the ball, he has so many options. Look at the options that the player on the board's got. This time, I don't want any options. I'll just put it in as an option. That is an amazing strike. It's an amazing strike.
Definitely a goal of the month contender.
The guys are phenomenal. It's one of the best I've ever seen. In that position, it's one of the best Premier League, and no one like no one's got more goals from outside the box since he joined City.
He's had more goals from outside the box in September 2015, more than Harry Kane. Eriksen's third on that list, and Mahrez is fourth.
Before we move on,
Oh yeah, this was sad news. Poor Sergio.
Very sad. What a wonderful football he's been. He's great for the Premier League. We've been lucky enough to watch him. And probably the greatest Premier League moment of them all. Yeah, it's. We'll never forget it. We'll never forget the timing of the goal, the quality of the goal. Balotelli's involved as well. It's just. I mean, the scene.
He is one of the greatest Premier League strikers. He's one of the greatest strikers the Premier League has ever had. Aguero.
Looking at the best goal per minute ratio in Premier League history as well. Wow, which is outstanding. How do you think he is as well? We wish him well in retirement. Absolutely, we do. We finish with the Dion Derby, no less. Norwich boss Dean Smith came up against the club that sacked him last month, Aston Villa.
Right, Norwich Villa is next. Dean Smith against his former club. So Norwich, Tim Krul, Aarons, Williams, Gibson, Kabak, Sorensen, Gilmore, McLean, Placheta, Cantwell, Pookie. Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa, Martinez, Cash, Target, Mings, Konza, Louise, Jacob Ramsey, McGinn, Buendia against his former club, and then Ashley Young and Ollie Watkins up front. Here is Ollie Watkins. Now Matty Cash. Here's Konza. Now McGinn. Oh, and he has a go as well, but Tim Krul does tip it over the post, the bar. Here's Gilmore for Norwich. Now Jacob Ramsey for Villa. And still Jacob Ramsey. And what a goal! He's done it all by himself to give Aston Villa the lead. And all of Jacob Ramsey's 5 career goals have come away from home. He cucks the fan as well. What a start for Villa. What a start for Jacob Ramsey. Here's Tyrone Mings. Jacob Ramsey. Nearly an own goal by Norwich. Byram comes on for Kabak. For Dean Smith's side. But Norwich could be in here. Or Ashley Young's mistake there, but a wasted opportunity by Dean Smith's Canaries against his former side, the Villains, now managed by Steven Gerrard. Douglas Luiz. Here's Matty Cash. Watkins. Luiz. Ashley Young taking on the Norwich defence that blocked his original shot. Here's McGinn. McGinn tries to find Jacob Ramsey and Watkins. Krul denies Ollie Watkins. Todd Cantwell comes off for Ida. While Danny Ings comes on for Ashley Young for Villa. Oh, he looks fuming. He looks absolutely fuming, Todd Cantwell. Max Aarons. I think that's going to be a free kick to Norwich after McGinn made the foul, but McGinn stays down. For trying that challenge on Placheta. Another chance for Norwich denied by Emiliano Martinez. Dowell comes on for Placheta, while Chukwuemeka comes on for Buendia. Here he is. Chukwuemeka. And he provides the goal for Watkins. 2-0 to Aston Villa. And Steven Gerrard looks to take the points for the club against their former manager, Dean Smith. Emi Buendia will take the points against his former club, Norwich. And it is 2-0 to Villa. His 4th win in 6 matches. They've been playing very well under Stevie so far.
So I'm really pleased with him. I'm disappointed that it's at the end of a loss and a really poor first half performance. As I say, unfortunately at the moment, when the big moments are coming along, we're not taking them. Kenny's had a massive chance at 1-0. How difficult was the preparation for this match? I think all the managers are finding it really challenging now because obviously with the testing they never sure that we're very diligent in terms of following the rules and the guidelines. And everyone needs to be ready at any given moment because things can change pretty quickly. Obviously, we've played Tottenham and their players and staff, and the game got called off Manchester United, their players and staff, and they've been our 2 last games. So we're a little bit concerned that we had a couple of players who were symptomatic and not available for today, and we've had a couple of players symptomatic and in and around the squad there, but having to keep them away from everybody.
Oh dear. So both teams had 50% possession each, while Norwich had 7 shots to Villa's 17, 3 shots on target to Villa's 6, 7 corners to Villa's 10, and then as for the bookings, Aarons, Byram, and Williams all got booked for Norwich, while Kodza was the only Aston Villa player to get booked. Excuse me.
Good start, Stephen Gerrard, no question about that. He's quite reliant on his fullbacks to get the width, and I know you want to focus on Matthew Cash. That's not your show, is it? Cash in the attack? Yeah, you should stay at home with I can't have that. He was outstanding for Villa all night. He likes to get down the right side. He's given the licence to go forward and make things happen. When he's not making things happen, he's doing his job at right back, making sure that nothing gets through to his goalkeeper. Lots of pace, lots of energy, doesn't mind a bit of hard work, gets his head up, very aware of where his teammates are, and he doesn't mind picking a pass as well. I do like the Stephen Gerrard giving the licence to do this all game. Look at him run there. Not only did he go out wide, he's gone in between the defender, left side centre half, trying to make things happen. High scoring look makes there, and he's in again. That's his position, and he does it all game. That. Yeah, well, I think there's been a lot of talk about what the owners are going to do with Villa in terms of how much investment they're going to make. But this is one position he doesn't have to worry about because Cash is a terrific fullback. He has all the attributes defensively and offensively, and this was just a brilliant performance throughout the whole 90 minutes. And the whole team looked nicely balanced. Actually, this is a terrific pass on his weaker foot. Look at that. This led to the second goal, but I think he'd be delighted with what he's seen in Cash and some of the other players, especially the young talent he's got at Villa. Yeah, I think he's a good fit. I think he's a good fit for Villa. Yeah. He's creating more in the Stephen Gerrard already. It's only a few games, but good signs. Jacob Ramsey's goal, Stephen Gerrard eulogised about it. It could have been scored by Stevie himself, couldn't it? It was a brilliant goal, wasn't it? It's the confidence to run with the ball at such pace, got strength, athleticism, good awareness of where he is. It's good to see Stevie giving the young lads a chance as well. You know, he had that as a young player himself. He needed someone to give him an opportunity, but he's got great attributes, and he's going to be a huge player for Aston Villa in the forthcoming season, isn't he? Chaps are out of time, but thank you very much, Johnny.
Yeah, and honestly, no, that was a great performance by Villa. Tell you what, we've got Villa next in the Premier League on Boxing Day at Villa Park. That will not be easy at all. Hopefully the game won't be postponed, touch wood, because I do want to live stream it. I haven't live streamed a single Aston Villa game yet, so I was going to the other week with Villa Leicester, but obviously with what happened that week, I didn't.
The Guardian says the Premier League is struggling to keep the clubs on side as uncertainty mounts over future fixtures. And the Sun puts it even more bluntly, claiming that football's COVID crisis is spiralling out of control. Well, that's it. A late finish for a Wednesday. Dion can't wait to climb the stairs up to the bedroom. Nighty night.
Yeah, no, that was a So Wolves were brilliant against Brighton, hard-fought win. Palace, Southampton were even, Stephen. Man City demolished Leeds. Arsenal was superb against West Ham, and Villa were great against Norwich. So that's 5 games done so far in this stream. And we have got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have got 6 more to go. 2 more to go, though, from round 17, from what was played. Of course, those 2 games are Chelsea, Everton, and Liverpool against Newcastle, which we are about to see now. So this should be interesting. Fucking hell, it's only half an hour, this next match of the day programme as well. So that is interesting. Mad.
2 games on tonight's match of the day, and that may be less arguing and more sense spoken than during the previous hour here on BBC One with Leon Osman and Stephen Wood. Or maybe not. We start at Anfield. Liverpool.
And we do start at Anfield between Liverpool and Newcastle. It looks an easy win for Liverpool, doesn't it, with this match? Okay. Alisson, Trent, Robertson, Konate, Matip, Henderson, Thiago, Chamberlain, Salah, Jota, and Mane. Also, that's why Van Dijk's out. He's been tested positive, as has Fabinho. Newcastle, Dubravka, Manquillo, Cher, Lascelles, Lewis, Murphy, Fraser, Joelinton, Shelby, Hayden, and St. Maximan. Salah, Jota, Dubravka saves. But I was just going to say, the reason why Liverpool have more goals than anyone so far this season is because they have the best attack in the league by a mile. Well, closely followed by Man City, but yeah. Thiago loses the ball, though. And now here is St. Maximan for Newcastle, taking on Konate. Here's Fraser. Here's Shelby. And he scores. What a start for Newcastle. Jonjo Shelby gives the Geordies the lead against the Scousers. Alisson's furious with his defence. There's all Thiago's doing. Thiago lost the ball then for Liverpool. That was awful from Thiago. Newcastle take advantage and Eddie Howe's side take the lead. Here's Matip. Richie comes on for Lewis already for Newcastle. Jota tried to find Thiago. And frustration boils over there for Klopp's side. Robertson's corner. Alexander-Arnold. Mane. In Newcastle. And Jota has scored while the Newcastle players down. No wonder the Newcastle players are fuming with allowing Liverpool to play on. Ryan Fraser protests, as does Jonjo Shelby, because Mike Dean allows Liverpool to play on while 2 Newcastle players stay down. Eddie Howe's fuming. But the goal stands. It is 1-1 here now at Anfield. Thiago gives the ball away again. Now Maximan with the chance and Alisson denies. Thiago's been awful this game so far. Canate. Robertson. Here is Canate once more. Newcastle win the ball back. Here's Joe Linton. Shelvey. And Cher couldn't beat Mane, but Dubravka denies Mane, but Salah doesn't get denied. And Salah gives Liverpool the lead. Clinical as you like from the Egyptian king. The man who put Newcastle in front, John Joe Shelvey, has just gifted Liverpool the lead. And then Cher couldn't get to it. Dubravka did capitalise at first, but Salah finishes Newcastle off to take the lead for the Reds. Oxlade-Chamberlain, what a ball into Salah. As Newcastle give chase once more. It's just wide from Salah. Second half. Alisson's ball. Alisson gives it away. That is a poor ball from Alisson. But Shelvey then immediately gives it away back to Liverpool as Oxlade-Chamberlain makes the run. He's brought down and Liverpool will get a free kick and it will be a yellow card for Newcastle's number 21, Ryan Fraser. Will it be Alexander-Arnold or Robertson? It will be Alexander-Arnold. And Mane's header goes straight to the gloves of Dubravka. Maximan. Oh, and Newcastle nearly equalised then. Chance from Murphy. Maximan. Murphy. Fraser goes down. Tackled behind by Alexander-Arnold. And Mike Dean says no penalty to Newcastle. Yeah, no, he did get the ball, Alexander-Arnold. Just. Cher. Matip, now Fraser, brought down by Henderson. And a yellow card for the Liverpool captain. Shelvey shot. Alisson's fuming with his team. Firmino and Keita come on for Salah and Oxlade-Chamberlain, while Callum Wilson comes on for Maximan. Dubravka saves Mane's shot and chance again. Here's Jota. Firmino. Jota. No, not quite. Another missed opportunity for Liverpool. Henderson. Firmino. Brought down, free kick, Liverpool. And that will be a yellow card. Willock comes on for Fraser. Liverpool play this free kick short. Here's Alexander-Arnold. Speechless. What another amazing free kick, well, shot from Trent Alexander-Arnold as Newcastle look on in disbelief. That, we saw De Bruyne's rocket earlier. Now we see a rocket from Trent Alexander-Arnold. That was absolutely amazing. Dubravka did get the hands of it, to be fair, but that was another brilliant goal by Trent Alexander-Arnold. And it is a comfortable 3 points for Liverpool to stay with Manchester City at the front for that title. Now it's Chelsea's turn. Really competed today. I thought the landscape, everything to the game. I thought we would defended resolutely. We had long spells without ball as we knew we were coming here. I think the game turns on what a decision that I can't understand. I thought the game should have been stopped. I was clearly holding his head. I thought we had 2 players out of game. I can't believe I hasn't stopped the game. I do agree with Eddie Howe on that. They should have stopped the game. I do agree with Eddie Howe. Mike Dean's refereeing for when Liverpool equalised was shocking. Newcastle had 2 players clearly, 1 player clearly down and hurt and didn't stop the game. Let's have a look at the stats then. Liverpool's 74% possession to Newcastle's 26, 23 shots to Newcastle's 5, 8 shots on target to Newcastle's 3, and 11 corners to Newcastle's 0. And as for the bookings, Henderson got booked, as did Hayden, Joe Linton, and Ryan Fraser, all for Newcastle. With his own player shirt, he clashes with Lascelles as well. You can see clearly players are waving at Mike Dean to say it's a head injury. You see Mike Dean has a look. That's his second look. He saw the incident, and that's his second look. Yeah, and then he has another look again as it comes down, and you can clearly see that Isaac Hayden is holding his head. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised that he doesn't blow his whistle. Shocking refereeing from Mike Dean. Understanding at the moment that if there's any suspicion of a head injury, I mean, Mike Dean's not to know what the player's actually down with, except that he's holding his head. There are 2 players down, but if you have 2 players injured on the edge of the 6-yard penalty, you'd expect to see it blown up and stopped. However, we've seen it with De Gea a couple of weeks back, similar but not quite the same situation. That is different, isn't it? Because an ankle injury, a foot injury, is different, or seems to be different than a head injury.
to the Jurgen Klopp said it was lucky the Trent Alexander-Arnold tackle on Fraser. What he meant by that was that because Trent Alexander-Arnold was the wrong side. Did he get the ball? I think he did. Eddie Howe said it.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he did get the ball. Yeah.
I mean, our reactions were all different when we were watching the game. Myself and you chappers both said penalty. Leon said no penalty, great tackle. But that is how tough it is to make that decision on field straight away. And we're fortunate that we get the replay to see it. Because very quickly, could argue Supal, well, you couldn't argue, in fact, Supal got more of the ball the previous night and got a penalty given against him West Ham against Arsenal. I'm not bitter about it. I'm just pointing out how ludicrous this could be at times.
No, I thought Trent got the ball just.
And I think ultimately we want this consistency over these tackles that Arsenal back on very good. Right, let's shoot about some of the football.
Just going to pause it a second. I just want to fill this bottle of water up. Actually, no, I don't need to. I've got this mug because I am a mug. There we go. Hopefully I don't spill it. Because if I do, I'm a big mong.
Well, I think firstly, Fabinho being out through COVID, I think it allowed you to tinker with the system a little bit. You went with Thiago and Henderson as the holding midfielders. But for me, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was the key to the way that Liverpool played. I think when you look at his position on the field and where he is, he's playing slightly beyond Thiago and Henderson's Thiago on the ball now. But what he does is he plays beyond Newcastle's midfielders. He draws them back into the box. That now allows Liverpool to ring fence the edge of the box. It allows them to stop Newcastle's starting counter-attacks. Many people thought that Thiago was going to be the player to unlock the deep line defensive midfields of the teams of oppositions from Anfield. But the runs of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in behind those midfielders draws defenders out into positions. Then he runs back in. Again, we see him beyond Hayden and John Joe Shelby. This is a constant problem. Now you've got Sadio Mane picking the ball up in deep position. He now becomes the number 10. He's beyond midfielders again, advancing into the box, causing problems. And then when you look at this position now, when he runs beyond, this is such a problem. But look at the distance now between the midfield and the forward players. That's a huge distance. There's no outflow. They're pinned in, aren't they, really? They're pinned in there. Really. They are, and that's what Liverpool do so well. They suffocate you. They make it so difficult that as soon as you pick your head up to pick a pass, there's a man on top of you. They're impressive for the speed at which they won the ball back up.
They were the better team, 100% Liverpool. Mike Dean just had a poor game. A bit like John Moss the other week in Man City Wolves. Right, let's watch the shambles of the performance that I watched on Thursday night. That was Chelsea-Everton. Chelsea, Mendy, Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Reece James, Alonso, Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek, Mount, Pulisic, Ziyech. Now Everton's team. Pickford, Kenny, Godfrey, Branthwaite, Keane, Holgate, Decore, Gomez, Gordon, Iwobi. And up front is the youngster, Sims. And he makes his Everton debut. Here's Ziyech. Dispossessed by Decore. I'm just saying, low-key, this match pissed me off big time. Andre Gomez is dispossessed. Here's Ziyech. Jorginho. Reece James. And I remember watching this with my mate who's a Chelsea supporter on Thursday night. How did Reece James stuff that? That should have easily been 1-0 to us. And it's just wide. Rudiger. Ziyech. That was lovely from Ziyech. And another missed opportunity took because Pulisic decided to do an extraordinary looking flick. But it wasn't extraordinary because it didn't go in the bloody net. Azpilicueta. Reece James. Loftus-Cheek. Rudiger. Loftus-Cheek. Ziyech. Alonso. And another chance, this time by Mason Mount, to be denied by his England international teammate Jordan Pickford. Not another miss go for Chelsea. Chelsea get a corner though. Here's Alonso. Mount. Rudiger. Mount! Denied by Pickford. Much to the delight of the Everton fans watching in the shed end. A frustrated looking Thomas Tuchel, and on here a frustrated looking Jack Edwards. Second half, Thiago Silva. Here is Ziyech. I've seen him have more possession than anyone so far. Another chance for Mount, but that was blocked by Everton anyway. Alonso's corner. Fucking hell. He should have done better than Loftus-Cheek. It just went over. It went over. Barkley and Saul come on for Loftus-Cheek and Alonso, while Dobbin comes on for Sims. Here's Reece James. Barkley against his former club. Mason Mount. 1-0. Best thing about the whole match was Mason Mount's finish. Stunning from Mason Mount. And boy, I miss Hazard. Everton make a substitute. Gabamin comes on for Gomez, and now Everton win the ball, but Chelsea win it back. Here's Ziyech. And Saul gives it away to Anthony Gordon, chased and fouled by the other number 24, Reece James. Everton's free kick. Anthony Gordon takes it. And it goes in the back of the net. It's Branthwaite who equalises. He's 19 and becomes Everton's 19th teenage Premier League goal scorer. And that was the moment where Everton stole a point off Chelsea in that match. It was shocking marking from us. All because Saul gave the ball away to give Everton the free kick. Oh, so annoying. Iwobi. Still Iwobi. Now Anthony Gordon. Dobbin is far wide. And it is wide. No, it's not. Oh, wow. Oh, that's 100% simulation. Deserved yellow card. Should have been a red in a way. I think all dives should be sending offs. Reece James, Azpilicueta, Mason Mount. Another corner for Chelsea as Godfrey denies Mason Mount. Now Chalobah comes on for Azpilicueta. Barkley's corner. What a save by Pickford to deny us once more. Such a frustrating game. 1-1.
Matches to have at least one goal, and the other that the opponents, if it's the match to have one goal, this is not the same amount of investment, and that's why it's hard to follow. Always it's different here, but the way that we did it, we all day from the beginning and English, with the formation of players not available, and then see the young players, the way that they were working and they were playing, I think that they did everything that they could do to get the point, and sometimes you need a little bit of luck. I think today is a great point, and the fans appreciate that with the intensity they put on the pitch. We are all worried about COVID, of course, because it's close. We have 4 positive. One of the symptoms, we have Mateo Kovacic out. Other games get cancelled. Our games did not get cancelled, so we do everything to win.
Yeah, I remember Tuchel raging that our games, because Chelsea have had a few positive cases, and our games didn't get cancelled, unlike some of the others like Tottenham, Man United, West Ham, Brentford. But yeah, for the stats, 80% possession to Everton's 20, 23 shots to Everton's 5, 10 shots on target to Everton's 3, and 7 corners to Everton's 1. That is how frustrating that match was for me. Very frustrating. Loftus-Cheek, Jorginho, Holgate, Andre Gomez, and Dobbin all got bookings. But no, that match is a huge blow to us trying to win the league. It's such an annoying match. How are we going to win the league if we play like that? Wait till you see the Wolves' performance later on in this game, in this video, this live stream. Shocking. This Everton getting a point where they were absolutely dominated. I can't believe it. A really frustrating game. That's the problem we have. We cannot finish, and we make more wasteful chances than both Liverpool and Manchester City combined. We can't do that if we want to win the Premier League this season. It honestly pissed me off, this game. Fair play to Everton. Took their one chance and they did it. Similar to the Burnley game earlier this season when we freaking drew 1-1 at Stamford Bridge there. It's one of the weakest Everton sides I've ever seen as well in that match, and they still managed to get a point against us. That game honestly wound the fuck out of me up. No, I was very annoyed after that. We went from 4 points clear to 4 points behind. And that's the amount of games that got postponed. Man United, Brighton, Southampton, Brentford, Watford, Palace, and West Ham, Norwich. That's all for this round coming, round 18, and also Everton, Leicester. So annoying, that performance. So that's 7 games so far in this live stream. So Norwich, Villa, Man City, Leeds, Brighton, Wolves, Palace, Southampton, Arsenal, West Ham, Chelsea, Everton, Liverpool, Newcastle. So now we move on to, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, oh shit. Norwich, Villa, yep. Oh, fuck off. Give me a break. I can go back, you cunts. One, Norwich Villa 1, Man City Leeds 2, Brighton Wolves 3, Palace Southampton 4, Arsenal West Ham 5, Chelsea Everton 6, Liverpool Newcastle 7. Right. Now the 4 games that plays this round's just gone, round 18, and we start off with Leeds against Arsenal. So let's just get to it. Right, Leeds Arsenal. I watched this on Saturday night and Arsenal were brilliant. Anyway, Leeds, Meslier, Drama, Dallas, Ayling, Koch, Click, Forshaw, Roberts, Rafinha, Harrison and Gelhardt. Arsenal, Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Tierney, White, Gabriel, Xhaka, Partey, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli and Lacazette. And what that's proving is that Arsenal's one of the few teams in the league who haven't had hardly any COVID cases. Leeds gets us underway then. Martinelli's header. He's given it away though, but then wins it back immediately for Arsenal. Lacazette. Odegaard. Lacazette. Meslier denies, but then the follow-up from Saka is wide. Meslier denies the Gunners once more. And that denies Thomas Partey with giving Arsenal the lead. Pass from Odegaard as well into Partey, but Meslier denies. Saka. And still Saka. Lacazette. Martinelli brought down. No, sorry, that wasn't Martinelli. But Martinelli's got it now and he scores. Brilliant finish by Gabriel Martinelli. Arsenal hit the front here at Ellen Road in West Yorkshire. Lacazette. And while that Arsenal player went down, which was Xhaka, Martinelli took full advantage of Leeds anyway and gives the Gunners the lead. And Meslier did get a hand to it, to be fair. Saka. Now Granit Xhaka. Into Tierney. Brilliant pass into Tierney. Meslier denies the Scotsman, though. Another corner for Arsenal. Rafinha's ball against Tierney. And Leeds couldn't quite equalise as Rafinha tries to carry the whole team at this moment. Ramsdale's goal kick finds Tierney. Lacazette, who's given it away. And now here is Dallas for Marcelo Bielsa's side, who then gives it away to Granit Xhaka, who finds Gabriel Martinelli. Is it 2? Yes. Martinelli's done it again. His first Premier League double in his 39th game in the competition. Haven't had half an hour and Martinelli's already got a double. One more and he's got a hat-trick. Tyler Roberts. Robin Koch gives it away. Here's Odegaard. Lacazette, denied by Meslier. Denied by his compatriot. And Arsenal will not go 3-0 up. Tomiyasu keeps the ball in for the Gunners. Here's Odegaard. What a pass into Saka. Saka and Laka. But it's Saka. And it's in. He's drilled it in. They do go 3-0 up before half-time. Arsenal. Oh, it might be ruled out. No, it hasn't. Arsenal tearing Leeds apart this game so far. And Leeds do not want another humiliation like they did in the Manchester City match at the Etihad. But once again, for a second game in a row, Leeds are being outclassed. First by Man City, this time by Arsenal. Lacazette, Odegaard, Saka, another save by Meslier. Second half. Rafinha. And we've got a fight between Mateusz Klich and Granit Xhaka. Rafinha stays down. Surprised Xhaka didn't get booked for that. Here's Saka, who's been dispossessed. Odegaard tries to win it back, though, but this time Arsenal really have been dispossessed by Leeds. Saka wins it back, though. Gelhardt tackles Tomiyasu from behind. And it will be a yellow card for the Leeds youngster. Cedric comes on for Tomiyasu, and here is Saka for Arsenal. Odegaard. Saka's shot is blocked. Here he is once again. Martinelli. Saka just wide. Second half still not over yet. Here's Dallas for Leeds. Click. Penalty Leeds. For that challenge on Gelhardt, yeah, I'd say that's a penalty. That's a penalty, 100%. Rafinha's penalty. Scores. Rifles it in the top right corner. Rafinha gets a consolidation goal back for Leeds and has scored 44. Hang on, let me read that stat again. Rafinha has scored 44% of Leeds' Premier League goals this season. And now Emile Smith-Rowe looks to come on for Arsenal, and he's taking off Saka. Arteta is taking off Bukayo Saka. Greenwood and McCarran come on for Click and Somerville for Leeds. Leeds have a player called Greenwood. It's getting me confused with the Manchester United player. But Arsenal finish this game off. A wonderful strike by Emile Smith-Rowe, the substitute, assisted by Odegaard. Phenomenal performance and another phenomenal game for Arsenal. 2 in a row, 2 wins in a row, 2 magnificent performances in a row to put Mikel Arteta's side 4th in the league. Wonderful strike by Emile Smith-Rowe to win the game for Arsenal. Another superb performance from Arsenal. Right. Possession, 51% for Leeds to Arsenal's 49. 9 shots to Arsenal's 21. 2 shots on target to Arsenal's 12. And Leeds' 1 corner to Arsenal's 4. As for the lineups and the bookings, Koch, Dallas and Gelhardt get on the book for Leeds, while Xhaka is the only Arsenal player to get on the book. Oh yeah, I heard about this.
truth from a Leeds supporter. It is very disappointing because we have done so much in football to try to avoid that, Arteta said. The situation existed and was reported. It has to be dealt with by the authorities. I have nothing more to say about it. So, not great news off the pitch, but on the pitch, another excellent display from this very impressive young Arsenal side. Confident, dynamic, energetic. I think it's benefiting them not playing in Europe. But shuttle team, they've not had any injuries, no COVID cases as yet, in the stuff for them. And it was a really, really good week for Arsenal. They seem to have found their form. And they've got good team, they've got selection headaches, they've got players competing for places. It's some terrific indeed. I mean, they're young players and actually enjoy to behold, aren't they? They're lovely to watch, play some great football. You could have picked any of them. Martinelli obviously bagged a couple of goals. Saka was great again, but in the end, Martin, you went with another Martin in Ødegaard. I did, Gary, and I will say that when he first came to the club, I wasn't the biggest of fans, but I have to change that for him now because he really is developing. Clever movement that he has to receive the ball. First class in that Arsenal midfield. Of course, you've got the front three that we know, Lacazette, Andy, really clever in the game. But he's now growing in stature. Look at that, for a lovely little pass there. His confidence is really high. Manager's backed him. Smith Rowe's been on the bench recently. And he just seems to be getting better and better, controlling things now beautifully from an Arsenal. Look at that reverse pass, Martinelli making that run from out to in, as he was always available throughout the match. Again, the points where he wants it, lets it run across his body, and he's away attacking. This one, he scored a few goals lately, so he hits that one, doesn't quite come off for him. He has that in the locker now, and Arsenal really rely upon his direct here. This is when they're going to put this one away and just goes into another gear here, doesn't come off for him on this occasion. Look at that for a pass. One touch, Saka, who also was magnificent today. I mean, Martinelli and Saka were also first class. A sloppy defending, didn't get tight enough, and then Saka punishes them. And for me, he just seems to get better and better. Smith Rowe comes off the bench again to score another goal. He did it week. Look at this for a lovely little dink pass through there, isn't it? Finished with a flop. And there's a man getting better and better. He's a Real Madrid. It wasn't really happening for him. But Arteta has found that. When he first came, he was looking okay without the end puddle. Now he's scoring goals. And if he plays a 10 in any team, he's got to score goals. Okay. Leeds, on the other hand, well, they've had a tough week. What's going on? Well, they've lost their best players. Yeah, it doesn't help. No. Confidence is low after the defeat at City. I mean, we weren't looking at Leeds' performance in Chelsea last week and being overcritical. It was a great performance. They lost for a soft penalty in injury time. So we don't want to be too dramatic, but today was chaotic. They tried to play the same system they normally play, which is man-to-man, and it just went completely wrong. Mixed with individual errors, you're going to have a problem against a confident Arsenal side. First goal, you don't want to concede the first goal when confidence is low. You keep the ball away in your own half, but the back four is in shape. This isn't a technical problem. Keep the ball away in your own half, you're asking for trouble. The two central midfielders are in position, they get back. Look, you've got 6 there, 7 players. They win it back, inside the box, well on the ball, cardinal sin, and you'll go down. Just an individual mistake. Nothing technical. Then it really got problematic. Centre half, Cockey's high up, following Lacazette, man to man. That has a knock-on effect all over the pitch. Spaces start developing. Forshaw playing that holding role, vacates the space. As you see, drips over to Ødegaard. That's his job. Dallas has been asked to look after Saka. Too late, he's coming inside, not sure. There's the space. Forshaw left. You've got the right back, Drama, young lad, trying to cover top. They're a metre apart. Rafinha ends up the right back, trying to chase Tierney. They're all over the place. It's disastrous. And this went on and on and on. That was from Arsenal players, though, to move them out of position. Exactly. Lacazette, brilliant the way he did that with the centre half. Brett dragged him out. This is the two midfield players. Completely strung out. The shape's all wrong. It's not conventional. You know, if I was being asked to do that, if I was still able to play, it'd be a nightmare. You make yourself second favourite. This is the other centre half, Aiden. He just goes flying out, and Arsenal just flood into the spaces that they come from. It's just a matter of time. Pull back again, drops across to cover that space, and they get punished. And this was happening time and time again. And this man has been a magnificent coach over the years, but this unconventional ways that he plays, man for man. It's worked the last couple of seasons really well, and obviously, I suppose when you've got young players coming in, not so easy for them as it is the experienced ones that are used to it. I think yes, I think you have to adapt to the players you've got and the opposition that you're coming up against. So ask those players, and some of them haven't played hardly any games, to play that way against such good opposition was too much. And I think if Leeds play their best team, the way they've been playing for the last 18 months, they'll stay in the division. Some debate about possible red card for Granit Xhaka.
Not the first time.
He used to eradicate his side personalities. Come back into the team. He's a really important player. Free up at his front. And he dives in like this. Just needs to stop doing it. Andre Mariner. Red or yellow? I think it's a yellow. I know it's a red. It goes downwards. But the thing is that just a minute later, yellow card. They're both yellow. He got a yellow card, and it wasn't probably as bad as the Jack one, was it? Very similar. Similar, both yellows for me. I think he missed the first one. I don't think it's a red jacket.
Yeah, I agree. Both of them were yellows.
Those against carbon copy, don't they? Yeah, they're both yellows. Yeah. 5 games today. Where are we going with this? Can you see the feeling the season's dying out, or what's going to happen? I think I pray not. I feel for the supporters at the moment who are travelling up and down the country and getting pulled off 2 or 3 hours before kick-off. Surely we can put something in place that stops that first and foremost. But then what happens next? We'll have to wait and see. Okay, well, the Premier League has launched a campaign for fans to get boosted, so hopefully that will help. Seems like good advice for everyone. 3 games on Match of the Day 2 tomorrow with the top 3 all in action. That's BBC One at 10:30. If you're a glutton for punishment, you can see highlights of the second Ashes Test on iPlayer every day at 6 p.m. If you missed the start of the show, it's available now on iPlayer with the whole programme on first thing on Sunday. And tomorrow night, it's that time of year. When did you last feel like this? The moment that made you jump around like that. The highs, the lows. Who's your number one?
3 games to go in this live stream.
Live Sunday, 6:45 on BBC One and iPlayer. We're off to the south coast now, where Southampton are giving people in their...
I'm going to have to skip this, I'm afraid. Right. Hold on. Surely they won't check the... Yeah, they do. No! For fuck's sake. Stupid idiot. Fucking stay still, you bastard! Fucking hell. Sorry about that. Bit of a spillage on my desk. It's okay though. Anyway, I have got 3 more matches to watch, and then that should be the end of the stream. It's the funniest Match of the Day program I've ever seen, where the end clips where they show the goals is just all coming from the Leeds Arsenal match. I really feel for supporters at the moment with just games being called off right before they kick off, and they've been travelling all the way up the country to watch them as well. But oh well, okay, 3 matches to go. I mean, look, it's the same story as last season. Every game will get played. Obviously, it's the Premier League. They're going to find a way to do it. Right, 3 games to go. Dun, 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 da, 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 dun. Right. Right. The first match of the 3 we start off with is one of them that I live streamed on Sunday. Tottenham against Liverpool. And I'll tell you what, boy, this was a really good game to watch. Tottenham, Lloris, Emerson Royale, Sessegnon, Davis, Dyer, Sanchez, Winks, Ndombele, Dele Alli, Son and Kane. Liverpool, Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Robertson, Konate, Matip, Morton, Keita, Milner, Salah, Mane and Jota. Antonio Conte versus Jurgen Klopp. Last time Antonio Conte played Jurgen Klopp in the Premier League, it was a 1-0 win for Chelsea. But this time, he's at Tottenham Hotspur, so this will be different. Mane. Alexander-Arnold. Robertson's header just wide. 1 minute into the game, Liverpool look to take the lead. That is a huge let-off for Spurs. Here's Salah taking on Sessegnon. Milner. Jota. Alexander-Arnold and blocked by Ben Davis, but Trent Alexander-Arnold wins it back. Here's Robertson. Blocked by Davinson Sanchez. Of course, this is Tottenham's first game in God knows how many games after the COVID outbreak Spurs had. And they were the first club this season to have the outbreak, to have a game called off. But Tottenham are back. I knew they'd be energetic for this game as well. Here's Dele Alli. Trying to find Son, not quite. Keita wins it for Liverpool, but Winks takes it off Keita. Here's Ndombele to find Harry Kane. Beautiful finish, 1-0 Tottenham. Harry Kane's first goal all season at home. Just like old times for Mr. Kane. Only his second Premier League goal of the season. And I will admit, I thought this was easily his best game of the season so far. So Tottenham lead against Liverpool. Bottom left corner in. A crazy looking frog, that is Antonio Conte, celebrates. Emerson Royale tries to clear for Tottenham, which he does. Here's Son, now Kane. Son is on his left. Matip trying to stay with the Tottenham front duo. Son has a chance, and it's just wide. Should have been 2-0 to Tottenham. Son blows his chance to double Spurs' lead. Oh, my nose was killing me then. Alexander-Arnold gives it away. And now here's Son. And Kane once more. And Son's all on his own here. And he should have finished that off. Alisson denies Son and denies Spurs taking a second goal. Tyler Morton loses the ball. I thought Kane should have been sent off for that. That was a really, really, really bad challenge by Harry Kane on Andy Robertson. Klopp looks ecstatic. That is a high challenge. Klopp's reaction says it all. Klopp got a booking for his reaction as well. Here's Milner. Now Mane. Still Mane. Blocked by Eric Dyer. Keita has a chance. Lloris saves it, but spills it, but the ball goes out, and it will be a Liverpool corner. Milner. Here is Son. Dele Alli. Oh my God, that was a sitter. A sitter from Dele Alli. Another wasted chance for Spurs. And another opportunity to double their lead. To be fair, Alisson did get fingertips to that ball. And Antonio Conte cannot believe it. Robertson tries to find Mane and does find Mane. And now here's Robertson. Jota's header, 1-1. Magnificent from Diogo Jota to put Liverpool level. Here's Mane. Jota. Liverpool call for a penalty. But referee says play on. I don't think that's enough to be a penalty. I think Jota goes down far too easily. Mane. Taking on Emerson Royale. That will be a free kick to Liverpool for that foul by Emerson Royale. And this is where Klopp gets booked. Klopp's booked, which he sarcastically applauds to the referees about. Liverpool win the ball back, though. Here's Konate. Now Jota. The space for Alexander-Arnold. Konate's behind him. Lloris pulls the save, though, because Alexander-Arnold had a go at the cross himself. Here's Mane taking on Dele Alli. And Alexander-Arnold's shot, which looked to be 2 on Liverpool, is denied by Hugo Lloris. Second half, here's Salah. Who's dispossessed. Well, he gives the ball away. And now here's Ndombele for Spurs. Emerson Royale tries to find Kane and Son in the middle. He couldn't quite. Here's Ndombele. Harry Winks. He goes down. Referee says play on. Winks. Dyer. Dyer's through ball to Dele Alli. Harry Kane had another golden opportunity denied by Alisson. Oliver Skip comes on for Ndombele, while Firmino comes on for Morton. Dele Alli goes down. Referee says no penalty. Liverpool play on. Here's Firmino. Now Jota, surrounded by Kane. Robertson. Here's Jota. Salah. Mane. Alexander-Arnold's cross goes to Robertson. And Liverpool take the lead here at White Hart Lane at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The Tottenham players protest to the referee for this penalty incident, which I didn't think was enough to be a penalty. I think Dele Alli goes down far too easily. Liverpool take the lead, though. Yes, that is handball. And oh yeah, I remember I said they shouldn't allow the goal. It was handball by Salah. To be fair though, that header by Robertson was great. The goal stands, much to absolute disappointment and boos from the Tottenham fans. Here's Harry Winks. And Alisson makes a mistake. And Son takes advantage to level things up for Spurs. And snatch a point off Liverpool. Alisson can't believe it. And Liverpool have thrown this game away. To be fair to Tottenham, I think they've been outstanding this match. And Son levels things up for Spurs. What next? You know what's coming next. Robertson's red card for that challenge on Emerson Royale, which causes a fight between the Tottenham and the Liverpool players. I completely agree this is a red card. That was a stupid and disgusting challenge by Robertson. However, Kane should have been sent off himself in the first half for his challenge on Robertson. So it just goes to show on how much of a bad game Paul Tierney has had as referee. Yeah, and then Robertson gets sent off. Off, 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 chant the Tottenham fans. Red. Andy Robertson is sent off and Liverpool are down to 10 men. Liverpool's first red card of the season. And that's it. What a game of football. Tottenham 2, Liverpool 2. Hang on, I need to hear that again from Antonio. Yeah, there we go.
Games, you can win it and you can lose it, and we've ended up with a point. We're always going to be disappointed when we don't get the win. My start for us immediate, the second goal was not regular, and because on the ball. I've got to ask you about your tackle in the first half. Were you a little bit worried with your heart in your mouth then? No, at the time I thought it was a strong tackle. A couple guys said when you slow it down, it maybe looks a little worse than it is, but that's football, you know. That's what the VAR is there for. That's what the refs are there for. I've just spoken to Harry Kane. He said he didn't feel at the time that it was a red card. I can imagine that but I think we all agree it's a clear red card and nothing else. I need to ask two people, Mr. Tierney and whoever was the VAR today, because you can't give Robo a red card. That was not the best the 5 seconds or the 5 seconds. He knows himself. With the penalty situation, I asked him, he said to me, he thought that Gilbo stopped on purpose because he wanted to give it 3 decisive decisions. It was once right. That was the Robo. And twice wrong. And it was against us. All three, by the way, all three situations were against us.
Fuming, isn't he, Klopp? Absolutely fuming with that the referee decisions there against Spurs. For the match stats, no, Tottenham had 44% possession to Liverpool's 56, 10 shots to Liverpool's 18, 5 shots on target to Liverpool's 6 corners to Liverpool's 4, and as we all know, Emerson Royale, Ben Davis, Winks, and Kane all got booked, as did Keita, Konate, Alfie Morton. Oh, fuck's sake! When I start to get to know players, sometimes the first name is very fucking hard to remember. Speaking of which, I've just realised that that Liverpool are playing tonight in the Carabao Cup quarterfinals. They're currently losing 3-2 to Leicester. I'll look at the score lines for each team in a minute. Oh, bloody hell. Just hang on, just bear with me a second, guys. Tyler Morton, that's it. Yeah, no, I apologise, viewers, especially Liverpool fans. I apologise for that. Anyway, and of course, yeah, where was I coming from? Robertson got sent off. So yeah, no, crazy game. It was a very crazy game, very exciting game of football, I thought.
It was a great game, and we'll talk about some of the football in a moment. But some of the decisions were bad. But it was a great game, and it was very nearly spoiled by two incompetent referees, Paul Team on-field official and the VAR, Chris Kavanagh. Some of the decisions were so bad.
They were so bad. Some of Paul Tierney's decisions. If Robertson was sent off, then Kane should have been sent off as well. Yeah, no, that's an awful challenge by Kane on Robertson. How that isn't a red, I don't know. But that was a red for Robertson as well. So I agree, Robertson got sent off. Right decision, but Kane should have been sent off in the first place for his challenge on Robertson in the first half. And I could see why Klopp got furious with the referees after the match. See, I didn't think it was enough to be a penalty. I thought Jota went down too easily. However, the way Emerson Royale did that challenge, you can see why it should have been a penalty in a way. Really, it was a great game of football, but the summary of this game between Tottenham and Liverpool was that Paul Tierney had such a poor game as referee, such a poor game. Left both managers fuming with some of his decisions. And I thought Dele Alli's wasn't enough to be a penalty either. But it's the manner of the challenge that should have been a penalty for Tottenham then. I do agree with Shearer. It's a shame because some refereeing decisions so far this season have been absolutely brilliant, better than the last 2 seasons put together. But the last few weeks, some decisions have been shocking. I didn't say that properly. Some of the decisions have been shocking. How Kane wasn't sent off against Liverpool last week, when Jimenez should have no way been sent off against Man City. The fact that Sterling got a penalty because the ball went to Coutinho's chest here, that's not a fucking handball in a million years. Honestly, we have some of the worst referees in the whole world. We honestly do. And why would you have them in the fucking World Cup or Euros? They're all shit. I think I could do a better job, not going to lie. Actually, no, I don't know about that. But it's just frustrating. I haven't seen any good or consistent English referee since Howard Webb. But he's retired, so he's not there anymore. The Premier League's the best league in the world. The best league in the world. This country has the best football in the world. We have the best clubs in the world currently, if you think about it. Obviously, Chelsea are the European champions. Man City are the Premier League champions. Both were in the Champions League final last few seasons. Liverpool's definitely one of the best teams in the world. But what ruins Premier League games the last 3 seasons is the officiating. Because it's been shit. I think this is the 4th time already this season I've had a rant about Premier League referees and some decisions. So, yeah. What other decisions can I think of that are ridiculous? Oh, yeah. Ndidi's clear goal for Leicester earlier in the season against Brighton. Clear header, onside. What did he do? Disallow the fucking thing. It's actually unbelievable.
Yeah, we were. And actually, it's that relationship between VAR and the on-field officials.
That's why I hate VAR. At the start of the season, I thought it was getting back to, well, it was VAR was doing what they were meant to be doing. Now it's going all over the place like the last 2 seasons. It's shit. That's why VAR shouldn't be in the Premier League. Because our country, our league is so incompetent to run it.
Harry Kane back to his best scoring goal. Look at the passion on Harry Winks. Delighted to be back out on a football pitch at the time today. But his all-round game today really impressed me. You know, this is what I want to see from Harry Winks. You know, scanning the pitch, I want to see him passing forward in times before he took the simple option. He's gone backwards too often. He's seen the run of Son. He knew that Liverpool were playing the high line all game. It's just about getting the ball in the right spot. The poor touch from Son.
Tell you what, this is drop points though for Liverpool.
Sucks in that whole midfield. Navigator's gone. Now I'm in behind that midfield. Can I find more runners?
It's put them 3 points. I know it's not much, but it has put them 3 points behind Man City in that title race. But they are 3 points in front of Chelsea. At the moment, with the top 3 teams playing, I don't think anyone can stop Man City at the moment. They've been formidable. They've been absolutely formidable. Oh, that is an unbelievable save by Alisson to deny Dele Alli there.
Watch this run here, the way he bends his run to keep on side. He's waiting for the right ball. He gets that now and he puts that on a plate for Harry. That should be in the back of the net. An almost identical run there in between the fullback and the centre half. Very difficult to pick up. The timing of the run was perfect, and the system and certainly the personnel in that team today suited him and gave him a little bit of a free.
Probably the best I've seen Dele Alli perform in years. That performance alone against Liverpool.
Probably with Winks as well, actually. When you think that Højbjerg and Skip have been the two first choices for that. So sometimes you just look at the balance in there. It's
He did keep Liverpool in, to be fair, Alisson, despite the fact the way he conceded that goal to Son.
Pushes it wide, but he certainly played a big part in the game. Gets mixed up here, seems to have one or two issues when he is doing this, and we'll see in a second that the mistake that he made. But same thing again there. That is a good save. He stood up well, JP. Yeah, I mean, look, keep the strike of perfection. I mean, this is straight after they went 2-1 up, by the way. That's a big moment. Yeah, he comes out there and he gets that one right. This is the one that he gets wrong. And it's almost like I don't know if he's trying to. Because Son's so close to him, he's thinking I'm going to hit this ball against him, and he just changed his mind last minute. But either way, it caught him out. It was a different game from him. And he saw a brilliant ball towards the end towards Simicast. But I mean, as a manager, I think it was a pat on the back for him. Right then, next, Newcastle against Manchester.
Right, 2 games to go. Newcastle against Man City is now next. Newcastle's lineup: Dubravka, Murphy, Ritchie, Clark, Lascelles, Willock, Hayden, Joelinton, Fraser, Almiron, and up front is Callum Wilson. Oh shit, my bad. I didn't mean to. Let's just see that again. Man City: Ederson, Cancelo, Zinchenko, Diaz, Laporte, Rodri, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, and then Mahrez, Sterling, and Gabriel Jesus. So, with Liverpool's draw against Tottenham, can Man City take full advantage against Newcastle? Newcastle look to have a chance there, but Zinchenko already dispossesses Newcastle's attack. Here's Rodri. Rodri tries to find Gabriel Jesus, who's against Jamal Lascelles. And Dubravka has kicked the ball out. Shocking from Newcastle's defence there, and it is already a corner to Manchester City. Right, City's corner. Mahrez. Zinchenko. Cancelo keeps it in and leaves it off for Ruben Diaz's header to give Manchester City the lead once more. Shocking defending from Newcastle yet again. A cross from a Portuguese star to be scored and headed in by a Portuguese star. João Cancelo to Ruben Diaz to give Manchester City and Pep Guardiola the lead once more. But Newcastle now about to have a chance. And Almiron couldn't have a chance. Here's Joelinton though. Oh, and he was just wide. Newcastle could have equalised then. Just wide. And Ederson couldn't even get there in time. Here's De Bruyne, who's been dispossessed. That's not like his former self against Leeds. And what a block that was by Manchester City, as Newcastle once again could have easily equalised. That's some block. Cancelo, De Bruyne, Mahrez. Is Cancelo going to have a shot? He does! A brilliant shot by João Cancelo, and Manchester City double their lead. On form, the best left back in the Premier League right now. He's playing at right back today. What a season, though, João Cancelo is having for a second season in a row. Newcastle free kick. Ederson nearly spills it, but City keep hold of it. Here's Zinchenko. Here is Cancelo once more. Newcastle appeal for a penalty for Ederson's challenge. The referee says no. Taking down Ryan Fraser. Yeah, for me, that's a penalty. And they didn't give it. Joe Linton. Corner for Newcastle. It's headed wide by Isaac Hayden. Mahrez. Sterling. De Bruyne. Jesus. Just wide. Could have been 3-0 City. Saint Maximin comes on for Joe Willock. Here's De Bruyne. Here's Diaz. Mahrez. Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Oh, should have easily been free. What a save and stop by Dubravka to deny Jesus. Here is De Bruyne. Still De Bruyne. And it is over from João Cancelo. Longstaff comes on for Hayden. Here's Zinchenko. That's a beautiful finish by Riyad Mahrez. But it's offside. Shame, because that looks like such a good finish as well. I was going to say, it looked onside to me. How was that offside? It will be 3-0. A wonderful finish by Riyad Mahrez. What a cross, though, by Zinchenko. Jeff Hendrick comes on for Miguel Almiron, while Fernandinho, Stones and Palmer come on for Mahrez, Diaz and Rodri. There is Alan Saint Maximin. Richie. Ederson couldn't quite clear it out for Pep's team. Here's St. Maximan. Newcastle whipping in. Could have been a goal for Newcastle, but Ederson denies the Geordies once more. An opportunity by Callum Wilson. Here's Jesus. 4-0. Clinical as you like. And Raheem Sterling finishes Newcastle off with another thumping win by Manchester City. 7-0 in Yorkshire. 4-0 tonight on Tyneside. Man City looking superb at the moment.
Well, it was a protection, but Newcastle didn't do well in the first goal. And after the second one, brilliant action from Joao, but the first half was one of the worst we have played this season. And the second half was not a really, really strange game because the result looks bleak for us, but the reality of the game, I think, was very different. I think we gave ourselves a mountain to climb by early in the match, conceding the goal we did in the manner that we did was hugely disappointing. But we could have easily got back in the game. Some contentious moments. I thought the Ryan Fraser incident was a baffling one again from my perspective. Now that's not a penalty. I'm not too sure what happened with VAR and the referee, but goalkeeper's out of control. He brings Ryan Fraser down, and for me, it's absolute stonewall. But in the ball direction's got anything to do with it. It's the fact one of their players has wiped ours out in the penalty. It's a clear penalty. I thought take the goals away. We were in the game. We were causing them problems. Didn't feel like we were kind of back against the wall like you normally see Man City against teams. And when you give these goals to these teams, because you're managing fighting against these teams, you need to learn from the play. That's the most wins now by any team in English football in league games in a year. Do these records matter, or is it all about the trophies at the end? Well, it means the consistency we have as a team. So it's not winning a title, a final. It's just winning and winning. So yeah, one day we'll be breaking all the records that exist for that. But yeah, happy to happen. He said after one of the poorest first halves that Manchester City had this season. Look at their stats actually over the last couple of months, the way they've gone through the gears in their last 8.
Look, it's mad stats, that is. That just goes to show why they're the best team in the country right now. Anyway. Newcastle had 28% possession to Manchester City's 72. 5 shots to Man City's 18. 1 shot on target to Man City's 7. And 3 corners to City's 6. As for the lineups, the bookings, Isaac Hayden got booked for Newcastle, while Rodri and Bernardo Silva both got booked for Manchester City. And that leaves us with one more game to go. A game that was very, very, very disappointing. And we will get to that once they show it. It's the Edwards Derby, Wolves versus Chelsea at Molineux.
They were in second gear today in the first half, but still far too talented for Newcastle. But the way Newcastle defended, I mean, if it wasn't my team, then I would say it was laughable. But it's anything but that. You can imagine what you're saying in the dressing room beforehand. Keep it tight for 20 minutes. We're up against a great team today. No stupid mistakes. This is after 4 minutes. That's the first mistake. So you've already put yourself under huge, huge pressure. And then this happens. I mean, it's so bad. It wouldn't happen in the under 10s game. This wouldn't happen. You can see eventually Clark, I mean, just for whatever reason, decides to leave it. Just take control, get rid of the ball, do whatever you have to do. Just don't do this. You cannot leave that ball. It's It's simple.
Shocking from Kieran Clark.
Sort of lip read and said, why do you stop, man? I didn't say stop. Just get rid of the ball. So you're already giving a world-class team the advantage, and then you're chasing the game. And again, it's just, we're going to look at all of the games, the goals, sorry. I don't care what position you are, midfield, midfield, that is not good enough. Hayden slips, okay, should do, but better. But then look at the two centre-halves. Die for your club. Put yourself in front of the ball. Go and close someone down. Stop them having a pocket goal. It's a wonderful strike, absolutely, but you have to do better in those situations. Keep your eye on Clark again. He knows exactly where Mahrez is. He sees him. There you go. He has a little look at him there. No problem. Richie should be closer to him. I see. He has a look at him again, so he knows where he is. Look where he ends up. 3 in the box. 78 yards out. And for players of that ability, it's simple. But when you look at these mistakes, and they're so basic mistakes, it's unbelievable. Richie is with him. He's got 5 yards on him. Stop him. Track him. Run with him. It might be hard work. You might have to be fitter, but you've got to do it. You might not be a left back. You might not be playing there. But these are just simple things that Newcastle have to avoid. And it's so bad defensively. It's unbelievable. They got into some... Not all defensively, by the way, that is bad, because they got into some decent positions in forward positions, but so many times their final ball into the box. I'm slightly reluctant to bring the penalty up, because I fear you might combust. Well, I want to, well, no, you don't, because it's just not acceptable. We've already spoken about the 2 referees beforehand in the previous game. Now it's Martin Atkinson and Craig Pawson. Again, that for me and for everyone in the football world is simple. That is a penalty.
Yeah.
We have been told
100% that's a penalty.
That's why they didn't give it. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. That means you can just wipe someone out on a football field, can you, if they haven't got the ball. It's terrible from Martin Atkinson. His positioning there, you can see it clearly. It's terrible from Craig Pawson. And it's awful from Mike Riley. He's got to sort his team out, because the last few weeks for VAR and for the officials has been dreadful.
It has.
As I said, we've gone back into last season where we were moaning all the time that they weren't good enough and they're not using the system as it should be. He has to sort it out, Mike Riley, and take responsibility. I may go a guessing here, right?
He's right.
It feels like 1 week.
He's right. The officiating has been shocking once again.
Dubious penalties. And maybe coming on the Monday and then we have a few too many there. Maybe tying it up the following weekend, and that feels a little bit like what they've done today. And yet, it's like a roller coaster. There's no exactly what they do though, Chappie. They're taking all the footage of what they're seeing on this show and other shows that are going on. They'll feel the pressure, whether it's from pundits or managers or ex-players, and they will probably sit down and have a review every weekend about what's going on. And the reality is, this particular the week prior to this, was giving away soft penalties. There's quite a few soft penalties that was given away. So it's no surprise that this week they've gone the other way. They don't seem to get it valid. If Mike Riley is watching these decisions today, he cannot come out and say the system's working well. Just come out
It's not working well.
I never hear anyone say, yeah, we got it wrong. You can't overreact times today. John Mossett last week as well, when he awarded Man City the penalty. Terrible decision.
Shocking. It's fucking bullshit. Our referees are so shit. Our VAR is atrocious. They're run by a bunch of wankers. And now I'm going to get more wound up, because this is Chelsea's performance now I'm about to rewatch when they played my brother's favourite team, Wolves, at Molineux. The Edwards Derby. The Brothers Derby. The Family Derby. West Midlands versus West London. Wolves. Jose Sarr, Hoover, Marçal, Saiss, Cody, Kilman, Neves, Dendoncker, Matinho, Podence and Jimenez. Chelsea. Mendy, Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Alonso, Reece James, Chalobah, Kante, Mount, Ziyech and Pulisic. And Thomas Tuchel was furious before that this game got put ahead because Chelsea only have 6 people on the bench. This game was so misty. Azpilicueta, Reece James. Reece James gives it away. Here's Jimenez for Wolves. Taking on Azpilicueta. Now Podence. Podence with the shot, and it goes wide. But Wolves do win a corner. It's the blocked header by Thiago Silva that denied Wolves the goal or a shot on target. Here's Max Kilman. Now João Moutinho. Marcel, Podence. No, here's Podence though. 1-0 Wolves. And this got ruled out. Yeah, and this got ruled out by VAR. I do feel for Wolves here. This was a brilliant goal as well by Podence. He doesn't touch the ball though. Podence does. And look at that pass by Moutinho. Exceptional. See, I thought Marcel was onside. Then part of me, but then when they ruled it out, I thought he must be offside. But I really don't know. I thought that was such a tight one. Kante. That's when the Wolves fans asked for a handball and free kick for their team. Sice. Podence. Another missed chance for Wolves. Dendonka's header goes straight to Mendy. Saul and Kovacic come on for Chalobah and Ziyech. Alonso tries to win the ball, but Kante does win the ball. Now is Alonso. Here's Pulisic. Chance for Pulisic. Denied by Jose Sarr. I thought Wolves played really well this game. Traore and Trincao come on for Podence and Jimenez. Here's Alonso to find Kovacic. Now Rudiger. Kante, no, he's been denied by the Wolves defence. Yeah. And that's it. 0-0 at Molineux. more dropped points for Chelsea. Lucky that Liverpool dropped points against Tottenham. But what does that tell you? That tells you Manchester City are the best team in the land right now. And Manchester City will be top over Christmas. Wait, what did he say? For fuck's sake.
The second half was very good. I'm absolutely happy with the second half. We had this one big chance that we were waiting for, because it's tough to create chances against Wolves and it's tough to score against them. So this was the one chance. We have a clean sheet again, a well-deserved clean sheet, so a lot of positive things. And yeah, keep the fingers crossed now that it stays like this. During the game, I think first half my boys feel comfortable. After that, they have time to talk in the dressing room and they come with everything. They are a big team. They create also a lot of problems. They have also a good chance to score. So look, I think it's fair. It's 1 point to everyone. But the way we start, the way we score that goal, the incidents with the handball, I think we deserve more from this game. We were struggling with the preparation because we had since several days positive COVID tests consecutive in staff and in the team. Then we traveled together 3 hours in a bus. We have dinner together. We have another positive test with Jorginho. People are worried because they were in the same bus, they were in the same dinner. But obviously it was not enough to postpone the match, and so we had to play. It's just our situation is not safe, and we're talking about protection of the player in the safe environment, and it's not safe. Yeah, I would be not surprised if the next test show up and we have another positive, because like I said, we had 4 days consecutive positive tests. How should it stop if we sit in the bus, if we have dinners and we just stay together like nothing happened? Hopefully it does stop, and yeah, hey, we hope for the best.
Yeah, that's basically Tuchel's dig at the Premier League for the Premier League rejecting Chelsea's request for this match to be postponed, because Chelsea had 9 positive corona cases and the match still went ahead. But regardless, though, it's another missed opportunity for Chelsea, and Chelsea have got work to do as they are now 6 points behind leaders Manchester City, who are at top of the table. But like I said, Chelsea are lucky that Liverpool dropped points against Tottenham. They are 3 points behind Liverpool. I'm going to be honest, I have written us off now for winning the title this season. I hate to say it, but you never know. Our team are really good. We should bounce back, but we need our players to come back from either injury or COVID first. So we got 2 crunch games against Liverpool, Man City in January. And if we don't win those, then boy, that's going to be hard for us winning the title then. So yeah, we have got work to do. To be fair to Wolves, I think they should have won that game. I thought Podence was so unlucky for that goal to be chalked off. But once again, it wasn't our day. I way preferred that performance, though, and that result. Getting a point at Molineux, then getting a point at Stamford Bridge against Everton when we should have won. What does that tell you, though? We've got work to do. A lot of work to do if we want to beat Man City this season. So Wolves had 37% possession to Chelsea's 63. 4 shots to Chelsea's 8. 1 shot on target each from both teams. And 4 corners to Chelsea's 9. No Wolves player got booked during that match. Chelsea did have 2 bookings, Rudiger and Chalobah.
With the Wolves goal that was ruled out for offside, because they did get to the right decision here eventually. Yeah, eventually got there. I mean, it's quite clearly offside. I think when the ball put into the box, Jimenez is in offside position. He attempts to play the ball, which makes him active. Therefore, is offside. Where they make a massive shambles of the whole situation. We've highlighted the official at the the goal. He's had a look over at the official. Still no flag.
It is offside, just.
We're talking we're into 10 seconds now. No decision's been made. I think Edward Mendy.
Ridiculous. If they're going to offside it, they need to offside and disallow it straight away. This has taken the fucking linesman and referee 24 damn seconds just to make a fucking decision to disallow the fucking goal. I honestly feel for Wolves for that. And every Premier League club right now. The referee and VAR and linesman officiating is fucking cunting shocking. I could do a better job. Like I said, I don't know, but this whole second half of the live stream is just me ranting about the way the rules have been going this rate. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke, the officiating in this country for football. The officiating in the Championship, League 1 and League 2 is miles better than the Premier League. Why? It just honestly is. It's proper football. Nearly every decision or every stance, it's just like checking VAR. It's just a joke. It's the same with the Formula 1 stewards nowadays. Every contact, in the teensiest bit of contact possible, it's like, oh, we must make sure and see if this incident is being investigated. No, shut the fuck up. It's racing for a reason.
Chelsea have got a big squad and so on and so forth, but each it together and try. I mean, it is difficult at the moment. Yeah, and each individual, is worried on about things for their own health and their own safety. So yeah, sitting on coaches and having dinners together is concerning for all the players. And at the minute, it's only going one way. So maybe common sense is coming. Right, here's the other sport that's coming your way after us tonight. We've got the women's football show. Streaming now on BBC iPlayer are highlights, and they use the term loosely, from the second to the test in Adelaide. And if you miss.
So yeah, that pretty much wraps up the last few games between last week and Christmas. So yeah. So before I watch the end of this Match of the Day programme, I am going to read you the table. So this is the Premier League table before Christmas Day. 20th is Norwich on 10 points. 19th is Newcastle on 10 points. 18th is Burnley on 11 points. And that's your bottom three as it stands. 17th is Watford on 13 points. 16th is Leeds on 16. 15th is Southampton on 17. 14th is Everton on 19. 13th is Brighton on 20. Jesus Christ, they've gone so far downhill after such an impressive start. 12th is Brentford on 20. 11th is Crystal Palace on 20. 10th is Leicester. No, sorry. 10th is Aston Villa on 22. 9th is Leicester on 22. 8th is Wolves on 25. 7th is Tottenham on 26. 6th is Manchester United on 27. 5th is West Ham on 28. 4th is Arsenal on 32. 3rd is Chelsea on 38. 2nd is Liverpool on 41. And at the top of the table at Christmas with 44 points is Manchester City. And there you have it. So I'm gonna check the Carabao Cup scores. So yeah, we don't have any Premier League action now till Boxing Day. Okay, let's have a look. Of course, Arsenal thrashed Sunderland 5-1 last night. Chelsea are through. Come on. Chelsea have beaten Brentford 2-0. Own goal by Pontus Jansson and then a penalty by Jorginho. Liverpool knock Leicester out on penalties. The game ended 3-3. Liverpool win 5-4 on penalties. And Tottenham knock West Ham out. After Bergwijn scored, Jared Bowen equalised, and then Lucas Moura took the winner for Tottenham. I don't know the draw yet. I'm going to find out. Hopefully, we don't have Liverpool. Man City top at Christmas, meanwhile. So let's watch some of their domestic and brilliant football recently. Ow. That was a stunning goal by Rodri against Everton. He's been the best attacking midfielder in the Premier League this season, Bernardo Silva, so far. They've been superb, haven't they, Man City? And they will be top before Christmas. And now we head to Boxing Day for the next round of Premier League action for this weekend and to wrap up the first half of the season. So yeah, that is the end of the video. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, even though you will see me on Boxing Day. But most likely, hopefully, games don't get called off and be postponed. But yeah. Have a lovely Christmas, and I'll catch you in my next video. Cheerio.